Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make this fan stitch. And if you can see, it's very textured. On the other side it kind of puffs out a little bit, but the fans are kind of indented in. Let me see if I can show you from the side a little bit. See? It's very textured and very nice and very warm too. So to do the stitch, all you're going to need is any size yarn and the hook that fits that size yarn. I'm using worsted weight yarn, which is 4-ply for the US or 10-ply for Australia, and I'm using a 5mm hook, which is a size H hook for the US. And for this pattern, it is done in multiples of 4 plus 2. And what that means is that you're going to be doing in multiples of 4 until you reach your desired width, and then when you're ready to begin, you chain 2, and then you're ready to start. Each one of these fans are a chain of 4. And this is my hand size, so you can see I really made this big. So I would say maybe only 4 fans would be enough if you wanted to make a small scarf or something. Okay, I just did my multiples of 4. Now I've got it the width that I want, so I'm going to go ahead and chain 2, and I'm ready to begin row 1. For row 1, you want to start off by single crocheting in the second chain from the hook, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you want to skip 3 stitches. I'll find my 1, 2, 3. There we go. Skip 3 stitches, and in the next stitch put a single crochet. This is like the base of row 2 and on. So you're going to be just repeating this very simple pattern of chaining 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th do a single crochet. You'll do that for the whole row. And again, chain 3, skip 3, single crochet. Continue that all the way to the end. Okay, I'm getting to the end of my row. Just chain 3, skipping 3, and then single crochet in the very last chain. And then that will end row 1. Okay, for row 2, you're going to chain 1 and turn. And you want to put a single crochet in the first single crochet. And then chain 1. Your first stitch will always be a single crochet and chain 1, or single crochet and chain something, but it's always going to be a single crochet in this very first stitch. Now you want to work 7 double crochets in this single crochet here. So I'm going to, you can find your 2 tops of your stitches here. See, there's one of the strings and there's the other, and then go underneath that to do your 7 double crochets. If you can't find that spot, you can find somewhere else. You can put your double crochets into the stitch, then go right ahead, but just somewhere in and around this stitch, and then be consistent for the rest of your project and use that same space. See, that's 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So once you've got your 7 double crochets done, you're going to find this single crochet here, and you're going to anchor your shell here by putting a single crochet into that single crochet, which begins our repeat. Where we did the very beginning, we put a single crochet and chain 1. That's exactly what you're doing again. And then you'll put 7 double crochets worked in the same stitch again. And then when you get done with those 7 double crochets, you're going to find your next single crochet here and anchor it by single crocheting, chain 1, and then you'll start your next wave inside the single crochet that you just created, and that will be the repeat for the row. So I'm going to start my next Back up just a little. So that's a 1, 2. This can work with thicker yarn, and I'm using even thicker yarn than I did when I first did the stitch. But I bet this would look really nice if you used a smaller ply, not to mention easier to work with. Okay, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more, 7. Okay, finding my next anchor point here, doing a single crochet, chain 1, and then I'm starting my 7 double crochets worked in this same stitch. So go ahead through the row and I'll show you how to end your row. Okay, I just did my last shell here, the end of the row, and now you want to find the very last single crochet here and do a single crochet to anchor it down. So that ends row 2. So for row 3, you'll chain 1 and turn, and you'll put a single crochet in this very first single crochet. This time you want to chain 3. We're going to be doing a prep row, which is like we did at the very beginning, first row. So I did my single crochet, chain 3, and now you're going to want to find the first double crochet to single crochet in to anchor it down, and then you'll chain 3 again, find the next top, the first double crochet here, and put a single crochet in it, and then again you'll chain 3. I can show you here what it's looking like. So now I just chained 3. I'm going to single crochet in this stitch, chain 3, single crochet in this stitch, chain 3, single crochet in this stitch, and you're going to be doing it all the way to your very last shell. You're basically preparing to do your shells again next row. So this is a really fast but easy row to do. It's the shell ones that take a long time. So you'll be doing a shell row and then a prep row and then a shell row and then a prep row. So I just single crocheted my top of my very last shell, and then that will end row 3. So for row 4, you're going to chain 1 and turn, and you're going to single crochet in this very first single crochet. Then you're going to chain 1, and now you're ready to start with your 7 double crochets worked into this stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's so much easier if I had thinner yarn, but I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing here. Okay, 7. Then I'm going to find my next anchor point, which was a single crochet you put in the top of your shell here. So find that single crochet, and then you'll single crochet to anchor down your shell, and then chain 1, and then in this same stitch now you're ready to start working your next set of 7 double crochets. And then you'll find here your anchor place, and you'll single crochet here, chain 1, and then you'll work on your next shell. So continue that down the row. Okay, when you get to the end of row 4 and you've done your last shell, just find your single crochet down here below and single crochet to anchor that guy down. And then when you're ready to start row 3 again, you'll chain 1, you'll turn, again you'll put that single crochet in that first single crochet, then you'll chain 3 this time because this is like a prep row. Again you'll find that top anchor point, then you'll chain 3, move on to the next anchor point for next shell, chain 3, go to your next anchor point. Try to get it in the first one if I can. Sometimes the very first one sticks out, and sometimes it's the second one that sticks out, but as long as it's even. I'm just putting my single crochets there. It's just important to stay consistent on whatever you decide. Just continue to do it that way for the rest of the row. And again, my very last one is going to be when I anchor it there at the end, and then that will be the end of row 4. And then you'll just be repeating this row again, which is just simply you chain 1, you turn, again putting that single crochet in the very first single crochet, chain 1, and now you're ready to work your 7 double crochets in that next stitch. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to like and share and comment down below. And if you're interested in this kind of hook that I'm using, it's a wooden furls hook. You can find the link down below. I recommend that you order it with the extended hook. Also, there's a group on Facebook that I have. Lots of really informative ladies and a few gentlemen as well that can help you out. If you have any questions, you can share your crochet there or links to free patterns. It's really a fun place to be. So that's it, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Bye.